Thanks so much for joining me. Before we get started, please take a second to click subscribe to my channel to keep up with all of my latest investing and personal finance content. And please check out the link you see on your screen for a message from our sponsor, The Motley Fool, where you can get the top 10 stocks to buy right now. So, Tyler, the stock market is not only down a lot from the highs, it's down about 17% on the S&P from the highs, but it's very volatile right now. It's very unpredictable and kind of going every which way. Just when we thought we were going to have a great 2023, boom, inflation is back, interest rates are going higher, and now it's anyone's guess. So a lot of investors want to know if it's better to, if you have extra cash, to stay on the sidelines with it instead of trying to find bargains. And to be fair, there's a really good argument to be made for it. Right now, there are high interest savings accounts paid by reputable banks that pay 4% or more. 1 year CDs pay up to 5% right now. You can get you can get tips, the inflation protected treasuries for paying a little, almost 7% right now. And even the 6 month treasury yield is 5.3% as I'm talking. So a lot of the cash or equivalent options are very tempting. So Tyler, if you were to just randomly wake up and there was an extra $10,000 in your account, would you save it or invest it?
Right now, I think we'll just call it dry powder, I guess is the best way to put it, because it's a very attractive dry powder return. Like if I only have to just sit and do nothing and wait for a bit, let we were just talking about the Berkshire Hathaway meeting, and one of, you know, to be super cliche here and use Warren Buffett quotes, because that's what we financial talking heads do. Uh, you know, one of the best ones he ever said was, "You don't have to. There is no called strikes in investing." And that's the point when you have higher interest rates or higher rate alternatives. When you're getting paid 4% for just sitting in your money market. Like in my current, have a Fidelity brokerage, and right now the money market accounts for those. Last time I checked last week, they had a yield of 4.2% annualized. And so there's less incentive for me to like run out and buy, let's say, a real estate investment trust with a 3.2% yield that may grow 5, 6, 7% annually, because I'm already getting 1 percentage point higher yield just to sit and do nothing, have no leverage exposure, have no company specific risk. There's no management there to do something stupid with my money. It's basically government money, or sorry, government backed debt. And so I look at that and I say, well, if that's the case, and let's just use dividends as an example here. If I can get 4% yield just sitting there, that my investments in dividends have to be either one, considerably higher yields, so we're talking like 7, 8%, or you really have to see like high dividend growth to make it worth it. And that's like 15, 20% for me right now. Just, uh, you know, personal advice. This or my personal investing, not like what people should do. And so those are like the hurdles now, and that cuts down the available investment opportunities way down. And so, if you were to carry that to non-dividend paying stocks, the same idea. Like there is an expectation of reliable growth in a higher interest rate environment that doesn't require outside capital. And those things to me just say, I don't have to be in a rush to buy anything right now. If I've got cash coming in, that can sit for a while. It's not going anywhere. It's not losing that much to inflation.
Yeah, and I agree with you. The risk factor, and it's important to mention both sides. The risk is that by putting it in a savings account at 4% right now, what happens if the S&P, the Fed declares inflation's over, S&P's off to the races, and gains 30% this year? That's happened before. That wouldn't be totally unprecedented. So then you lose out on the gains like that. But that's the big risk, is losing out on the potential for gains. But there's nothing wrong with building up a cushion, and everybody has a different level of uncertainty in their lives. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to click subscribe if you don't subscribe to my channel already. And as always, this video is sponsored by The Motley Fool. Be sure to visit www.fool.com/Frankel to receive the top 10 best stocks to buy now.